Jeremy Clarkson says social media can be really dangerous. Sign up for free now for the biggest moments from morning TV. Subscribe and valid email. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these news. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or services. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. Jeremy, 60, has spent nearly 3 years in the hot seat of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? The former Top Gear presenter took on the ITV show reboot, which was brought back with a few new features. Contestants have a second safety net amount, and the controversial Ask the Host op. The new lifeline led to a lot of criticism for Jeremy after he gave an incorrect answer during the celebrity edition of the show over Chris. Jeremy, who has been a motoring journalist for nearly 4 decades, told Ronnie Ancona the wrong answer for a question about Britain's longest moat. The host, who also fronts Amazon Prime's The Grand Tour, said that the M1 was the longest, not the M6, which Jeremy admitted that he would never hear the end of it before it was. His gaffe led his former foe, Piers Morgan, to poke fun at him on Twitter. Piers wrote, "At least I know the longest motorway is the M6. His snarky comment followed a humiliating defeat on the show on Boxing Day, when he lost £15,000 by getting an answer wrong. Piers' tweet continued to mock Jeremy by stating that he knew and he hadn't hosted a car show for 8,000. In 2018, Jeremy stated God help them if a contestant chooses that lifeline. He told the Radio Times, "If it's 70s prog rock music, I probably will. If it's anything other than that, I probably won't." Trending, it seemed that Piers wasn't the only person who wasn't keen on the new Millionaire. Tarrant, who fronted the show from 1998 until 2014, revealed that he wasn't taken by Jeremy either. In 2019, he told the Daily Star that Jeremy could never recreate the same buzz he experienced on Millionaire. Chris also admitted that he had missed the first run of the new host's show because he was in France. He continued, "And no, not to get away from it, that was just where I had." Later, when quizzed on Good Morning Britain about whether he had watched Millionaire, Chris admitted that he felt, instead of tuning in to see contestants work their way through 12 questions in a bid to win the £1 million jackpot, he was watching. Chris joked about feeling guilty that he had watched a BBC show instead of an ITV one and that it was a crime drama that started. He said, "I watched Luther. I feel very disloyal." In another interview, Chris was asked whether he felt bitter about being overlooked by producers for the show's reach. Jeremy Clarkson discusses his decision to move to London. He told the Daily Star, "I genuinely couldn't care less. I wouldn't have wanted to do it again." Chris pulled out of the show after suffering a near-fatal stroke in 2014, while he was flying home from Burma. He had been filming Extreme Railways for Channel 5, but since then the trip halted. Chris said, "It was absolutely bloody terrifying. We were 39,000 feet up and I thought, I'm actually going to die up." He admitted that choosing someone like Jeremy was a good idea to start afresh after the indelible mark he left on the show. Chris said, "They had to get someone very different from me, so Clarkson is probably not a bad." Despite claiming not to care who took over the Millionaire, he took a slide dig at it being unlikely that Jeremy could attract the same audience. Chris said, "What they will never have is the great buzz we had. Particularly in our first year, that was an amazing." Despite the remark, Chris wished Jeremy good luck for the show and revealed he was glad to have a lighter work. He said, "I used to work like a dog."